Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing exceptionally well. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be discussing the number one thing that you need to understand about the infinite banking concept and finances in general. Now, before I get there, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more about infinite banking concept and finances in general. I do respond to every comment. And so, what I always say, as I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial expert. I'm just simply a personal finance enthusiast who loves the infinite banking concept and loves finances. And, I just like spreading the word. If you put a comment below, let's chat. I respond to most all comments unless they're spam. And sometimes I even respond to those. And let's have a discussion about these topics, whether you agree with me, disagree with me. It doesn't matter. And it really helps the channel out so that more people can see everything. So, the number one thing that you need to understand about the infinite banking concept and finances in general is really the thing that you need to understand for any decision that you are making. And it's really this concept known as opportunity cost. Now, in an economic standpoint, it's essentially, in layman's term, what you could have done with the money that you spent. And so, if, for example, you had two choices, an apple or an orange, if you go out and get the apple, you are foregoing the orange. And if you get the orange, you are foregoing the apple, and vice versa, of course. And so, in finances, when you look at it, if you have $10,000 cash in the bank, if you go and spend that cash on whatever, then you forego the interest that you could have earned. And if you go and invest the money instead, you forego what you could have bought. And so this is essentially the concept that you need to understand. And when the infinite banking world talks about recapturing the interest in your life, paying yourself back, like all these types of things that come with the infinite banking concept, really this is the key component to it. And the idea is that when you earn dollars, the typical way of using money is you earn dollars, it goes into a checking account. You are either going to use this and save it to then spend it or invest it, whichever that may be. And remember, you're foregoing the other, okay? Or you are borrowing it to spend it and invest it. Now, the issue on the borrowing side is that you're borrowing from a third party bank with a whole bunch of restrictions, and I have significant amount of um, videos on this. But by and large, this account here, this checking account, is basically earning you nothing, which means that your money is going to be sitting idly here for most of the time. So, what the infinite banking concept does, and really the way you should start looking at your money in general, is the idea is you want to make your money move. And when I say move, I don't mean physically move. I mean, from an interest component, you want to make it work for you constantly. So the infinite banking process works by when you earn dollars, you're going to place it inside of a whole life insurance policy. And this policy will typically grow, typically it really ranges, but say 3 to 4.5%. And obviously, this is based on today's dates. Things can change, of course. And then you are going to access this cash utilizing loans, whether they be policy loans or collateralized loans, to then go and make your investments or your spending. So you are kind of getting to eat your cake. What is the expression? Bake your cake and eat it too? I don't know if that makes sense. I'm horrible with expressions. But in the sense, down here, if you would have invested the money and earned interest, you forego spending it, and vice versa. In this case, you still get to spend your money, you're still earning interest, right? And the idea is, if you especially use it for interest earning components, is you're going to use the proceeds from this to pay back the loan, and then ultimately you can continually wrap this money around and create this infinite cycle. So I hope that makes sense. Long story short, what you need to start thinking about is what could you do with your money, and how can you try and accomplish multiple tasks. Infinite banking, what it attempts to do is allow your idle cash to continue working for you, even while you are using the money for investment purposes. Because most people, what they do, especially if you're talking about the investment components, is they get money, it goes into a checking account, they amass money, save it, and then they go and invest it. And all the while, this process here, they are earning nothing. That's the theory. Let me know what you think below, and we'll chat with you next time. Bye.